It's just gone 3 o'clock. Welcome to this Tuesday edition of Newsfeed PM. My name is Vuyo Mvoko. Thank you for joining us. KZN Premier Thami Ntuli is handing over 4 mobile police stations to the provincial police. The structures will be placed in 4 crime hotspots, including the township of Inanda. Newzroom Afrika's Silethiwe Ndlovu is on that story and joins us now live with more details. Very good afternoon to you, Silethiwe. What does the Premier have to say for this initiative, short term as it of course is?
Definitely, Vuyo. Short term, but we do know that the provincial government is working on long-term interventions to strengthen safety and security, particularly when you are looking at those areas that have been identified to receive these mobile police stations. I'm going to bring in the KZN Premier now. Premier, just to start off, I think let's talk about the intention rather behind today's engagement.
Well, as the provincial government, through the Communities Safety and Liaison Department, we thought we have a problem of crime in KwaZulu-Natal. There are hotspots areas, and the other problem is that the police stations are quite far. It means there is a gap. We still need more police stations in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Hence, we decided as government that we must not lament with lamenters. What we need to do is to make our legal contribution in order to try to support the police, like the police station, the mobile CSCs that have been handed over to the police today will go to Inanda. Inanda is a police station, is a well-known area of high level of crime. The other will go to Wambonambi, the other Kwamakota and Tupulwa. Those are the leading hotspots when it comes to crime in KwaZulu-Natal. Hence, providing these mobile CSCs will ensure that the police is living in that particular community. The community will be able to see the visibility of the police that on itself will address and minimize crime in the area, and they will be able to engage with the police because they have even the holding cells. It means when they arrest someone while they are waiting for someone to be transferred to a permanent cell, then they will be held in the holding cell, fully fitted with the kitchen, with the safe for their ammunitions. Everything is there. It's like a small police station. I think it's going to go a long way. However, we're making a call as the provincial government that even the private sector must come on board and provide. Let us not, because the crime is a societal problem. It's not an issue of the police or the issue of government. It's a problem that affects the entire society, affects all activities, even the economic activities. Hence, it's important that even the business sector follow the suit in what government is doing. As you will recall that this is not the first support we are giving to the police. We had more than 30 cars that we donated to SAPS, and now these mobile CSCs. Hence, then we are inviting the private sector or the business sector that please let us support the police with the resources.
Of course, one of the other biggest questions at this point is if other areas will also be receiving these mobile police stations. I know you mentioned that, of course, there is an issue when you're looking at funds, but just elaborate for us on that.
It's our wish that we continue to give whatever support. I did not announce this support when I handed over the cars, and hence today there is no announcement about the future expectations. However, I'm calling upon the private sector, all stakeholders, in fact, to stand up and stand together with the police, not only in terms of reporting crime, but also in terms of enhancing their work by providing resources. I know that they will not refuse when business comes and say, we want to provide you with 20 mobile police stations, because if we can have such, we know that currently 5,500 police are being trained for 2025. So if then that is the case, it means we'll have police then that can be used. What we need to do, while government is not in a position to provide for now, is important that we build together, we rebuild this province together by ensuring that the province is safer, by providing resources to the police.
Premier, thank you so much for speaking to us this afternoon. Deputy Commissioner, I just want to move on and speak to you. Of course, the Premier has mentioned the 4 areas where these mobile police stations will be stationed. I just want to talk about, firstly, how they will operate. A lot of people talking about the satellite police stations in terms of them not being operational 24/7. So just speak to us about how they're going to operate, and also specifically in those areas, are you able to say where they will be placed? One of the biggest issues is, of course, distance when you're looking at reporting crimes.
Okay, thank you very much. Maybe first of all, we have to differentiate the fact that these are mobile CSCs, meaning they will move from one corner of a policing precinct to another. So they will be operating during the day into the evening. The police stations are functioning 24 hours. Yes, some satellite police stations are also functioning during the day. So the areas that they will cover, it's hotspots. It will be based on analysis of crime, but particularly the areas that are far-flung from the police station. Because remember, other than just fighting crime, there are other administrative functions that we render to the communities, which is very difficult for some communities to reach. So we'll be covering certain areas, providing services that the police are supposed to provide, including fighting crime.
And maybe just a last one on my side. Some might say that this is a short-term solution. Perhaps speak to us about the long-term solutions that the KZN SEBS does intend to offer.
The long-term solutions are financially bound. It depends on availability of funds. When communities feel that they are not seeing police or the police are far, then they make applications for fully fledged police stations or satellite police stations, which is not always possible. And this is the easy solution. It might look as if it's a short-term solution, but it goes a long way because then the services are available at any given time. But like I said, it's up to the evening, into the evening of the day.
Okay, Deputy Commissioner and the Premier of KZN, they're speaking to us about the interventions that we are set to see as the province, but also speaking to us about the intention behind the mobile police station, where it has now been established that they will be placed in hotspot areas. You're looking at Inanda, KwaMbonambi, KwaMakhutha and Boa.
Silethiwe Ndlovu in KZN.